Bangkok is a city of neon lights, crowded markets, and endless energy. But when the sun sets and the air grows heavy, another side of the city awakens. It is a Bangkok of shadows and whispers, where old legends refuse to die, and where ghost stories are woven into everyday life. For many Thais, spirits are not just myths but part of the fabric of the city itself. Today, we are venturing beyond the tuk-tuks and temples to explore haunted Bangkok, ghost stories you can't miss. Let's begin with one of the most famous spirits in Thai folklore, Mae Nak. Her story has been told for centuries, passed from generation to generation. Mae Nak was a young woman who died in childbirth while her husband was away at war. When he returned, he found her waiting for him, unaware that she was no longer among the living. The villagers tried to warn him, but love blinded his eyes, until one day, he saw her stretching her ghostly arm far beyond human reach. Terrified, he fled, and Mae Nak's spirit haunted the area for years to come. Today, you can visit the shrine dedicated to her at Wat Mahabut, where people still bring offerings of flowers, toys, and even makeup, asking Mae Nak for blessings of love and protection. But Bangkok's haunted tales are not confined to ancient folklore. Take the eerie ruins of Sathorn Unique Tower, better known as the Ghost Tower. This skyscraper was abandoned during the Asian financial crisis of the 1990s, left half-finished and looming over the city like a giant tombstone. Locals believe it is cursed, and stories of wandering spirits have kept most people away. Still, thrill seekers sometimes sneak inside, climbing its dark stairwells to find breathtaking but unsettling views of Bangkok. The silence in this unfinished tower is chilling, as if the ghosts of broken dreams still linger in every floor. Another place where spirits are said to roam is the old prison near Lardao in Chatuchak. Though now abandoned, its cells once held countless prisoners, many of whom faced tragic ends. Visitors claim to hear footsteps echoing in empty corridors, or to feel a sudden chill as though unseen eyes are watching. Even guards have reported ghostly figures drifting through the darkness, unable to leave the place of their suffering. And then there is Siraraj Hospital, one of the oldest medical institutions in Bangkok. It may sound strange, but hospitals are often considered some of the most haunted places in Thailand. This hospital even houses a medical museum filled with preserved bodies and eerie displays. But it's not just the exhibits that raise goosebumps. Staff and patients alike whisper about strange sounds, flickering lights, and apparitions in the halls at night. Some say the restless spirits of those who died here still wander, unable to find peace. Of course, not all Bangkok ghost stories are tied to tragedy. Some are linked to superstition and protection. Throughout the city, you'll see tiny spirit houses outside homes and businesses, little shrines meant to give spirits a place to reside so they don't wander inside. Each day, offerings of food, incense, and drinks are left for them. It is a reminder that in Bangkok, the living and the dead share the same space, side by side. But the city also has darker legends that even locals speak of in hushed tones. Take the story of the headless ghost that is said to roam the grounds of Wat Sami and Nari, a temple along Vibhavati Road. According to legend, two sisters were killed in a train accident nearby, and their restless spirits still appear at night, sometimes as headless figures, sometimes as eerie shadows standing by the tracks. Taxi drivers often refuse to take this route after dark, fearing an encounter that might leave them cursed. Another chilling tale comes from the Chao Phraya River, the lifeline of Bangkok. Fishermen and boatmen have long told stories of spirits rising from the waters, the ghosts of those who drowned, forever trapped in the currents. On misty nights, some claim to hear voices calling from the river, or to see pale hands reaching above the surface before vanishing again. To this day, many locals offer prayers to the water before setting out on their boats, asking for protection from unseen forces. If you want to experience haunted Bangkok firsthand, there are even ghost tours that take you to some of these legendary spots. Walking through narrow alleyways, past ancient temples and forgotten cemeteries, you begin to understand that for Bangkok, ghost stories are not just entertainment but part of the city's living culture. Every spirit has a story, and every story ties the present to the past. But perhaps the most unsettling thing about haunted Bangkok is not the famous places, but the ordinary ones. Ask any local, and they will tell you of spirits in apartment buildings, in markets, even in schools. A security guard might tell you about the shadowy figure he sees every night on his patrol. A shopkeeper might swear that the faint laughter of a child echoes through her store long after closing. These stories are countless, woven into daily life, making the line between the living and the dead feel almost invisible. So what ties all of these ghost stories together? It's the belief that in Bangkok, the past never really leaves. The city is too alive, too full of memory and energy, for its spirits to rest quietly. Every ghost, whether tragic, protective, or terrifying, is part of the city's soul. They are reminders that Bangkok is not only a place of life and motion, but also a place of echoes, shadows, and voices that refuse to fade. So next time you think of Bangkok, don't just picture golden temples and floating markets. Picture a woman's spirit waiting by a shrine, still in love centuries after death. Picture a headless figure standing silently by the train tracks. Picture a skyscraper where the dreams of the city turned into silence. That is haunted Bangkok, a city where ghost stories are not just told, but lived. And maybe, if you walk its streets at night and listen closely, you'll hear those whispers too, reminding you that in Bangkok, the line between this world and the next is only a breath away. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. Share it with a friend who loves a good mystery as much as you do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. There's plenty more to uncover, and I'd love for you to be part of the journey.